what? Wait.
Yo.
Wait.
Dude, you see how this nigga
On the phone.
Bro, what's that?
Loud mouth red looking like Tiny.
Who? Wait.
Wait, chill.
Why I gotta be all that? So what?
She look like OT.
So what? Your brother love it. So
I like
what?
her, bro, so you can't
So
get mad, bro.
what?
Oh, God, chasing ass white. I told you don't marry him 5 years ago, nigga.
But he did.
Looking for attention.
Hold on. You made me.
Oh, no.
You know what I learned? If you bring a girl around your family and for some strange reason she can't get along with your family don't approve of her, bro, she's no good for you. And your family is right about her every time. Don't waste your time trying to go against that. But sometimes us men, we think with our emotions and we don't think logical. So we can't see a woman for who she is. So in this case, between the Charlo brothers, Jermall Charlo tried to warn his twin brother, Jermall Charlo, about his wife.
It's like running into a wicked demon. Like, everybody run into demons out here.
Yeah, like,
But we can fight them off. But he ran into one that was like,
hey, all right, yeah.
Brother, she's no good for you. Brother, leave her alone. But his brother was thinking with his heart. His brother was thinking with his emotions. So he probably couldn't see the sign. And then his wife filed for divorce. And that damn near destroyed Jermall Charlo.
I'm good now.
I'm still getting over that.
I was reading some of the articles that have been written about you, and you talked about the private thing, and you had talked about how I guess that your divorce really affected you and affected your mental health. How did you get over that?
How am I getting over that?
Yeah, how did you get over that? Because I read you had talked about how you had gotten divorced, and you said it really affected my mental health. How did you get over it to where you say, you know what, I'm good now?
I'm still getting over that. It's not like a problem in my life, It's just I had to accept the fact that, things are gonna be the way they are, and I didn't really have like a bad divorce. It was just kind of like the lights on, lights off, from cold to hot to cold, like instantly. At first I couldn't even talk about the divorce, but I mean it wasn't easy. Divorce is like almost like someone dying in your family, and your heart just grieved to just get over it. But I got back in shape and got back to grinding and training and just try to overlook it. I'm still at my mansion. I'm still driving Rolls Royces, bank account full of money. I'm still enjoying life. So let's just get back to enjoying life and fighting the best out there. Still undefeated. I mean, I look at championships and belts, and I don't know how to tell you to get over it, because everybody, I guess, divorce is different in the way you handle it, and it took me out the ring for a little bit so I can understand what I'm telling you now, but it also, it wasn't so bad. Like, I won a divorce, so I'm still undefeated. It wasn't a loss. It was a learning lesson.
You know what's so sad about this? Jermall Charlo is a man who was doing everything the right way. Focus on his career, get a wife, start a family, and live a prosperous life. So he's thinking everything is going fine. My life is great. While the whole time, his wife had a hidden agenda.
Yeah, I had a high school sweetheart. I got a family. I'm doing the things right. Like, I never looked at it in the wrong way. I never felt like I was making a mistake. You know what I mean? I'm boxing, and she go on a journey with me, and we for our kids and everything, emotional, everything is what it is. I'm supposed to take care of my family, right? But then when I'm not able to take care of my family, then what I'm supposed to do, I'm gonna go hunt. Like I'm really like a literal lion. I'm gonna go hunt.
So when she filed for divorce, it really damaged him mentally.
The sad downfall of Jermall Charlo, the twin brother of Jermall Charlo. Let's talk about it. He is an undefeated multi-weight world champion. He has fallen victim to inactivity. When you're sitting at home and you don't get no fight day, that means you've got nothing to aim for, in which many turn to a life of drugs and alcohol. And as for Jermall Charlo, it looks like that life has caught up with him. After he was arrested in Texas, after being accused of fleeing police officers and driving while intoxicated after crashing his red Lamborghini. Police pursued Charlo for about 1 mile and he didn't stop until the police pulled up right in front of him right before he was about to run through a red light. And as a result of all this, the WBC has stripped him of the middleweight championship.
Fellas, marrying the wrong woman could cost you everything. This is a man who was undefeated, was living a great life, and the biggest mistake he made was marrying a bird. And I keep telling y'all dudes, the thing about a bird, when a bird is done using you, she will always try her best to destroy you.
Like, for all his fucking fans, the nigga's never fighting again. This house is gonna get fucking bankruptcy, whatever the fuck. They gonna foreclose this bitch because he can't even afford to fucking pay for it. Because that's how stupid he is. Think straight.
The reason why this is so sad, fellas, it takes a man years to recover from a divorce. I know a lot of men out here who never recovered. And this is why I tell you dudes all the time, these women are dangerous, bro. The problem is you are trusting your future with a bird. And a bird doesn't know how to be loyal and committed for too long. So best believe he's going through it. And it's going to take him some time to get back to his right mind. And he's a boxer, so it's right that he take the time out to really figure it out before he gets back in that ring. Because if he get in the ring and his mind is not right, it's going to be night-night.
Man, to be honest with you, just a closed heart is an unhealthy heart. I never got a chance to really explain to my fans and the people about what I'm actually going through, but I was just going through a time where I actually needed someone to talk to, but I held it in. I tried to play tough. I tried to have some drinks and some shots and kick it with everybody, thinking that was gonna help it. And I did the things that made it worse. I didn't actually have the help, and I didn't have the hugs and the love that I needed. That's kind of what it was. And then you get to that point where you're a lot more independent. And now you can help yourself. And some of those things was just picking up a book and reading it, and you fall in love with just reading again and going back to your craft and I got the best jab, that's because I keep relearning it. And I go back to boxing, and I go back to wanting to be great again. And at a point I just felt I was getting in trouble. Yeah, the WBC took the WBC president. They took the WBC belt from me. Nobody beat me for it. You know what I mean? So, but that was a move just to move up in weight. That wasn't a move. That was a move to let Adams fight for the belt. That wasn't nothing to do with me. But the way it looks to the internet, on top of me getting in trouble, was it didn't give it a good look. You know what I'm saying? It just looked like it's all bad. On top of me going through this, on top of me going and getting mug shots, and on top of me getting into it just looked like I was just going through hell. You know what I mean? Which I was at the time, but I didn't have nobody to talk to about it. So I just shielded myself off, and I was just I literally stay home in my mansion for a week or two at a time. Don't even leave. Just maybe have one meal or cook myself a day. Shit like that. Just really dealing with that dark place, and I dealt with the dark place by myself. I didn't give it to y'all. I didn't lash. I didn't make an excuse about it. I'm a man about it.
They get back a motherfucker. They get back a motherfucker.
Now, I want you guys to understand something. What this man went through, nobody is exempt from. The woman that you're with right now, she could change on you tomorrow. The woman that you think love you to death today could switch on you a year from now. As a man, you gotta be mentally strong because once a woman crosses you, two things can happen. Either it makes you stronger or it makes you weaker. As far as the timeline a man need to heal, nobody knows. Everybody's different. Everybody's healing journey will be different. But this man is an undefeated boxer, and a bird almost defeated him. Nobody defeated him in the ring, but the woman that he loved almost destroyed him. Fellas, it's real out here. And as far as his ex-wife, this is what she left him to do.
Why would I settle for less when I can have exactly what the fuck I want?
I feel like I made a video too long on my dating story time, so let's just say story time. Dating 101 with Telly. Talk with Telly. I'm going to make it short and I'm going to make it cute. We should not be giving no man our time until he proves himself. Until he proves himself. I understand, like, you got to go on a date, but for what?
That shit is crazy.
Fellas, I tell you guys all the time, a bird always makes her way back to the streets. It's her natural habitat. And the more you try to keep her away from the streets, the more you're hurting yourself. That's why I tell you guys all the time, when you meet a girl, your job is to observe her. Pay attention. And I know it's easy to get the box, but don't you dare fall in love with the box. That's going to be the biggest mistake you ever make because it makes you blinded. Now you can't see that woman for who she is. So even though she's showing you that she's a bird, you're so in love that you can't see it. But guess what? The people around you can. And his brother tried to warn him, but he was too in love.
2 years when he had a sour wife, I ain't like her. He wanted to fight me all the time. You know, and so I tried my best to make it coherent, but she was down there putting us at work. But once he woke up and realized the best of the best is us being stuck together.
Really was him.
Right.
Look, it happens to the best of us, man, but it's just sad that this guy is really a good man. You could tell that Jermall Charlo really wanted to be the husband, the family man, but now this is what he got to go through just to see his kids.
How has fatherhood changed you?
Fatherhood? Fatherhood's been awesome when I have my kids, but, you know, the best thing about fatherhood is that, you know, the kids always gonna love you, you know. It's just situations where, you know, I don't get to see my kids as often as I used to. You know, they're busy or whatever, but shout out to the baby mamas and everybody out there, you know, that make that type of shit hard. I don't know, man. Fatherhood taught me how to, like, while I do have my kids, love them real good because, you know, you never know. You know, but shout out to the baby mamas that don't let dads be dads, you know.
Fellas, be wise out here, bro, and understand this could happen to the best of us. And when a man is going through his healing journey, try to help that man because, again, nobody is exempt from this. And I tell you guys all the time, bro, protect your peace. When it comes to these birds, they come into your life, they drain your energy, power up, and return back to the streets. Now, I'm pretty sure she thought this man was going to be finished. That's why she said in the video, he will never be boxing again. She legit wanted to destroy him. She know that's his strength. She know that's his gift. She knows that's his passion. And look at what she said. All I'm saying, fellas, it's real out here, bro. And once a man have to go through this, the best thing to do is to go into isolation and start to self-improve. Work on yourself, work on your mental, read, hit the gym, become a better version of yourself, and start to socialize again. Start going out. Start engaging in events. But pretty much take your mind off of shorty and put it on positive things and things that could help you grow as a person. That's just the bottom line. But please leave your thoughts in the comments. It's your boy AyeQ. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'm out. If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. You all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.